then on, lahat ng aming business sectors, this is our equity to the business sectors, lahat ng tao sa sa community has health program. Not only insurance, but other health benefits that is being subsidized by the locality. That is our encouragement for investment to come in. They will not be bothered with their employees being sick and doesn't have any health assistance. And then now sa education, sinamahan pa namin like yung mga express. Naglagay kami ng mga scholars developing the students for them. So we have also materials for the local businesses na mayroon silang mga good employees coming from our graduates na mga leaders din.
May follow-up lang si Ma'am Melina din, sir. What did you say, Sonia? Social development should be the twin of what?
Economic development. Then you will see that the income of the farmers went up. When we integrated the social development sa economic development. So we go social
I would imagine if you have economic then you have income, then you can
hindi, it has to be sabay. It cannot be if one agency will subsidize or a partner will subsidize the farmers program, then the LGU subsidizes the health program. Tapos magsabay sila. In other words, kunwari ang magsasaka, nag-partner sa Department of Agriculture sa kanilang pagsasaka, kami naman, sasagutin namin lahat ng health program ng kanilang pamilya.
And the families pay this 200 pesos
A year. Oo. For the it's a contribution for the entire health program because they get additional benefits on top of the PhilHealth program.
So yung 200 goes to the budget of the
Yes, of the budget of the health. That covers the preventive, the curative, and all aspects of kasama pang environmental. Oo. Kaya it's a total health program that we give 200 pesos a year.
Do you have contributions from, let's say, pharmaceutical company and
Wala.
medical institutions?
Wala. No, we subsidize it. Except for the national, yung sa PhilHealth ng national. Di ba ang national may subsidy din? That is the subsidy of the national. But then what we do is that this becomes our equity. The equity of ng San Isidro. So that when Ateneo came in or when Swelig Foundation came in, this is our equity. You help us in our other areas that we cannot afford, like education. At saka sa magsasaka, meron lang mga tumutulong sa ganyan, tumutulong sila. So with all of this, with this collaboration, tumaas lahat. So this is now what we call nation building.
So precisely, that's one sign of leadership when you have changed the attitude of people. So their attitude to health is that government should give us health services simply and they have no contribution, or even to public education. But in this case, they would contribute a share. They willingly contribute a share, and even as Jess shared in the presentation, for workbooks, eventually they were willing to pay 50 pesos, the parents themselves. So it's like the responsibility of educating their children should not be simply be surrendered to government. They show that they are part of, they share in that responsibility by being willing to shell out 50 pesos for good workbooks for their children in the public schools. You see, so that's a concrete sign of partnership. So this is partnership of citizenry, local government, and national government was also engaged to have a share in the subsidy. Okay, yes, sir, please. Then after him, I'm afraid we might have only one question in case somebody else would like to ask a question. Okay.
Hi, I'm Ray Laguda. I'm also with the private sector. I'm with the Lopez Group, and we operate the hydroelectric plant in Pantabangan. Yeah. I just wanted to give two comments kasi medyo popular ho kayo, baka hindi ko kayo mahuli after. First comment, I appreciate the fact that the indicators that you talked about, I mean success stories when you talk about good governance are mostly social indicators and not just economic indicators. In fact, the increase of net income you presented at the last part. Because I think one of the problems is our definition of development, from 5th class to a 2nd class municipality would be defined by income, population growth, and land area, for the most part. And Pantabangan is actually now, I think, 2nd or even 1st class from 5th. And I think this is largely because of Kaseknan and also of Pantabangan's growth and contribution to the revenues of the LGU. But if I could give my opinion, parang in terms of basic services delivery, it's very far from being a 1st or 2nd class municipality. So that's my first comment. My second comment actually is really on parang kami siguro. We've been there since November 2006 when we took over. And we actually, part of our community relations was to actually get into good governance and accountability, which is not usual for a private sector initiative. But this is really more through capability building. So we got into partnerships with the BHWs. We tried to get into partnerships with the local school board, with the principals, yes, with the rural health unit, all the way up to the provincial health office, kila Dr. Lopez. But there have been challenges, I think, on the part of the LGU. We feel that it's more than just, I guess, institutions. It also takes an enlightened leadership like yours. No? Parang kung walang enlightened and committed leader, I think it's very hard to work with the LGU. And that's what we want. Siguro, I just wanted to say that we'd really want to sit down with your institution. Well, not with them, but I guess with the LGU, also with the School of Government and other institutions that are currently working in the province on how we can also bring enlightened leadership in Pantabangan in particular. It's a huge challenge. No, we're probably, what we're going through as a business, parang ano kami, big fish in a small pond. We're probably the only business entity there, and we're the single or probably the only employer other than the LGU, and we have to deal with changing governments for every time there are elections every 3 years. So it's very hard to run a business with good governance and I guess all the problems. So, but parang I think I just wanted to say that because I might not be able to catch you, baka dagsain ho kayo, that we want to work with the institutions that you're working with you, and how we can move things forward also, because we've been spending a lot, no? So I don't think money is the problem. I think it's leadership. It's also commitment to delivery of services that we're looking at, no? So, yun.
The leadership development, yung MPM in Nueva Ecija is already, sa akin, institutionalized already because of the partnership of the diocese at saka ng CIC. Then we can put Pantabangan there as one of the participants to your yun, meron na ulit Pantabangan. Yeah, we will help. And one of our commitment, aside from being a partner, is it is our responsibility to help roll out the programs. So that kahit saan pumupunta kami to help the institution. And I think this is one of our good move dahil kami ni Baby noong pa namin pinapangarap na merong mga taga Nueva Ecija na mag-sponsor ng capacity building sa mga LGU at saka sa mga leaders in the field kasi wala sa Nueva Ecija sponsor. I'm glad and I thank you very much.
Okay. Yes, last question and then we have to break up for lunch, I'm afraid. Yes, Jess.
Kasi po, I'm one of those working in the community.
Yes, use the mic.
Salamat po. I'm supposed to be a documenter, but I couldn't help, no? It would greatly help also if you can talk with the